Everglades National Park, Safari Park, airboat rides. This is the installation of a 4-foot high by 100-foot long AquaDam with connection collar. We're in the Florida Everglades, right next to the National Park line boundary. We've come to the end of the AquaDam. We're removing the 4x6 beam that the AquaDam comes rolled upon. There's the connection collar that we're going to slip another AquaDam into and fill it up so it's one continuous AquaDam. This AquaDam is a double closed-ended AquaDam. Both ends are sealed shut. The fill end has the fill tubes coming up approximately 10 feet in from the end of the AquaDam. We're going to cut the strings and rope that the AquaDam comes tied up in. These ropes are for transporting. They have eyes in them to fit over the ends of a fork on a forklift. Spinning the AquaDam so it unrolls the correct way. Pulling the collar up so the AquaDam will go over the top of it. Putting the collar in position so the next AquaDam can slide into it. The end of the second AquaDam, the double closed-ended AquaDam. Fill tubes come up through the top. This is the end of the first AquaDam that we installed, and to make it watertight they touch right here. This will be their watertight seal, and of course we're on high ground. We're a good 2 feet above other parts of this AquaDam. Adding another segment of AquaDam. We only have two 3-inch pumps running into it. This dam is 4 foot high, 230 feet long. It'll reach to that telephone pole in the background. Waiting for the water pressure to build up so the AquaDam will roll up and over these two earthen mounds. Going to tromp that down so it's all flat and even across there so the AquaDam don't go off to the side and get out of line with the direction we want to go. Only one tube has water in it at this point because it went over a high spot and the water can't get over it yet where I'm standing. And the low side, the water is going, and that's what's unrolling the AquaDam. We're evening out the water on both sides of the AquaDam. Only one pump is pumping to the left-hand side of your pitcher. Because of the hump, the water couldn't go over it, and the other side could go over it or around it, and that's why they're not filling up evenly, the inside tubes of the AquaDam. Taken quite a while to fill up the left-hand side tube going through this very deep ditch. It's almost completed. You can see now the both inside tubes are becoming the same height, and that's what we want at the end of the AquaDam. So there's pressure on the end of the roll, so it unrolls straight. If only one tube was pushing on it from the inside, then it would make it go off course. I'm not sure anybody would notice on this job, but anyway, it's supposed to be both inside tubes filled at the same height next to the roll down there. That's why we've turned off the right-hand pump and just let the left-hand pump now for about 15 minutes. And you can see it's equalizing out, so we have the same amount of pressure on the inside tubes at the end of the roll across the channel there. See how the hump where the gentleman is standing wouldn't allow water to go over it, whereas the right-hand side there was no hump and water could pass through, and that's why we had to even up the inside water at the end of the AquaDam where the roll is, so it would push on the roll across the face of it and just not one side. We got both pumps running now, and we're about to break through that barrier of weeds there. You can see the guys working way down there. That's approximately 550 feet away. It's taken us approximately 8 hours to do this, install this amount of AquaDams. We've closed off the end of this AquaDam, the one we started with on this side of the small canal. You can see the two fill tubes come up through the top of it, of the AquaDam. You can see the blue hose, which is to fill the AquaDam. If it develops a hole or a leak, then we have a means of pumping water into it via the blue hose. This is the last AquaDam. Hoses go in, only one hose is pumping water. Goes inside the collar. These are called the fill tubes. They're part of the longer tube that makes up the AquaDams internally. Here they are. Here's the collar. It goes off to approximately there. You can't really see it. But right here is the end of the collar. And those two fill tubes come up in it, climb up the end of this AquaDam, and that's how we keep on making a continuous AquaDam. Again, we have problems with filling the AquaDam. The right-hand side had a hump to go over, and the left-hand side didn't. So the left-hand side unrolled the AquaDam, and the and it turned it. We want to be going straight through the gentleman standing there. So we have to stop one pump, let the other pump catch up. It is not caught up yet. And it's not because the pumps are different, it's because the terrain that we're going over is different, but from one side of the AquaDam to the other side, and the AquaDam is compensating for it. And we're helping it out by making sure that there's water being put in both inside tubes, and they have to line up at the end of the structure next to the roll as we're unrolling it. It doesn't matter about the start of it 150 feet away. It matters at the end of it where the action is, in this case unrolling it through these tules. Out in this area between here and the bridge, and that's a head gate or a weir that controls, slices the Everglades in half, evidently, and they're going to close off the water flowing through there, and they're going to dig all this out between the AquaDam and that weir. It's only, it should be about 8-10 feet deep. Oh, it's about 6 inches below the water, a lot of it, and it's just mud, baby poop mud, and it's time to be cleaned out. And that's really what the project is. I've been told it's $1 million and $300,000 project, and they're going to hydraulically dredge this whole area and pump it about a mile away, and then pump it into containment areas. You can see the pink flagging directly in the middle of the AquaDam. That pink pole is approximately another 100 feet away, 125 feet away, and that's what we're aiming for, is that pink pole.